Week 6 of the fantasy baseball season. Here's a few pitchers I would sell and trade this week. The first pitcher, Landon Roop of the San Francisco Giants. He's come out of nowhere this season after last year. Mediocre season, 106 and 2/3 last year. 7-7 record, 102 Ks, 3.80 ERA, 1.48 whip, and 8 quality starts. But so far this season, one of the better pitchers in all fantasy baseball. 35 and a third, 5-1 record. 37 Ks at 2.55 ERA, 0.91 whip, and 4 quality starts in the last few weeks. For Roop, even better, 18 and 2/3, 3-0 record, 19 Ks, 1.93 ERA, 0.70 whip, and 2 quality starts. So we know San Francisco, it's definitely a pitcher's ballpark over there with the long dimensions and the wind knocking down a lot of balls over there in San Francisco, especially still in the early part of the season. And Landon Roop, he's having a breakout season, no doubt about it, but a very tough division with 2 powerhouse teams, especially the Los Angeles Dodgers, 2-time defending reigning champs, and San Diego Padres, who always have a good offense and playing well so far in the early going. So right now, while he's at peak value and he's pitching great baseball, I don't think it's going to hold up for Roop. Definitely a sell-high pitcher this week. April 16th at the Reds, 6 innings, got the win. A hit, no runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. April 21st versus the mentioned Dodgers, 5 innings, got the win. A hit, a run, 5 walks, 7 Ks. And April 26th versus Miami, 7 2/3, got the win. 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. So the last 3 out of 4 outings, quality starts. He does have a win under his belt versus the Dodgers, even though walks were a problem in that game. But like I said, for Roop, I just don't see it holding up for him, even in a good pitcher's ballpark like San Francisco. And when the weather warms up and they verse more the Dodgers and the Padres, I think he's going to run into some trouble. So right now, while he's at peak value, and I don't think he'll get any better than this, is Roop. He's definitely a sell-high pitcher this week. Next pitcher, Justin Roblinski of the Los Angeles Dodgers. That's right up there with Shohei Ohtani early in the season, his teammate for this Dodger team. But the problem is with this 6-man rotation, you're only going to get him once a week. At best is Roblinski, or even if they got a couple off days in a week, he's not going to start at all some weeks during the year. On the year, 30 innings, 4-0 record, 15 Ks, a 1.5 ERA, 0.97 whip, and 3 quality starts. In the last 2 weeks for him, 21 innings, 3-0 record, 11 Ks, 0.43 ERA, 0.86 whip, and 3 quality starts. He's been lights out. He's going very deep into games, is Roblinski right now for this Dodger team. But like I said, last season he was more of a reliever, only 66 and 2/3 in the major leagues. We're already, so far this season, he's got 30 innings under his belt, almost halfway there to match him what he did last season. And I just don't think it's going to keep up at this pace. I know the Dodgers, in my opinion, they're the best team in the league once again, 2 years in a row winning. Roblinski's definitely found something. He pitches to a lot of contact, and weak contact, that is. But he's taken advantage as well of some easier matchups besides that Cub matchup in his last outing. April 13th versus the Mets, worst team in the league. 8 innings, got the win. 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, a quality start, 2 Ks. April 20th at the Rockies, 7 innings, got the win. 8 hits, a run, 3 Ks, a quality start. And April 26th versus the Cubs, 6 innings, got the win. 4 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 6 Ks, a quality starts. He had a little bit trouble versus that Cub team, even though the walks didn't hurt him in that one, is Roblinski. But like I said, anytime you can pick up someone off the waiver wire and flip him in a deal for a more obviously consistent and track record type of player, I think I would do that with Roblinski. Like I said, he's only pitching once a week at best for fantasy owners, where they're going with a 6-man rotation is Los Angeles. And obviously as the weeks go on, that adds up of missed starts. And also as well, he didn't pitch many innings the last few seasons in the major leagues. So he's a sell-high pitcher this week. And like I said, I don't think that ERA is going to stay under a 2 all year long, even with a good offense backing him, where there's no pressure to go out there and perform as much. Next pitcher, Bryce Elder of the Atlanta Braves. Bryce Elder, he's off to a roaring start, 3-1 record, 37 innings, 31 Ks, 1.95 ERA, 0.97 whip, and 4 quality starts. But Elder, last season, we saw the struggles for him mightily all season long. 156 and a third last year, 8-11 record, 131 Ks, 5.30 ERA, 1.39 whip, and 14 quality starts. But I know this Brave team, they revamped the whole coaching staff. Jeremy Hefner, he had a lot of success as the Mets pitching coach for many seasons, and now obviously he's the pitching coach for this Atlanta Brave team. And Elder's off to a great start, but another guy, ERA under 2 early in the season. On a great team, obviously the Braves' first team in the major leagues to have 20 wins already this season. But I do think it's going to hold up, even though this NL East right now looking like the weakest division in the National League easily. The Mets and Phillies, 2 worst teams in the league right now, even though I think that'll turn around a little bit. They won't be as bad. Still pretty bad teams. And the Washington Nationals as well, they're not that good of a team, and the Marlins offense isn't much. So Elder definitely could have a good season, but just not at these numbers, I believe. And as the weather warms up more, we'll see what he really does. April 15th versus the Marlins, 5 2/3 got the win. 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 Ks. April 20th at the Nats, 6 2/3 got the win. 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. And April 25th versus the Phillies, 7 innings, no decision. 6 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 2 Ks, a quality start. So definitely Jerry Hefner found something to help Bryce Elder. This Brave team's revamped this season after pretty much a majority of their roster, especially the pitching staff, even though this season they've had their injuries already, with Schwellenbach and Worstup to start the season and Strider. But Elder, he's held his own so far. But like I said, I don't know if he's going to hold up at this pace, and a pitcher I would sell this week. I'm not saying dump these pitchers just for anything, but while they're at peak value and pitching over their head, these guys I have on the list this week here, I would try to put them on the trade block and see if you get a team to overpay, especially we're already in week 6 where it could be getting late for some teams, where if you're in a head-to-head points league 1 and 4, or even a roto league where you're down in the standings, you got to make some moves. And right now, selling some of these guys high where you get a good haul or a nice player on a 1-for-1 deal, you do. Next pitcher, Michael Soroka, the Arizona Diamondbacks, former Brave, top prospect, and he was good for many seasons with the Braves before he went down with injuries. But he's turned it around this season. After the last 3-4 years, he's been injured and bounced around the league. 4-0 record, 27 2/3, 34 Ks, 2.60 ERA, 1.16 WHIP, and a quality start. But Soroka, I've mentioned this in other videos, and he's been on the sell high videos over the last couple weeks, is Michael Soroka, where he's not going deep into games. And last season, he only pitched 89 2/3 out of the bullpen majority of the year. We're ready this season, he's at 27 2/3. I think Arizona, they're going to watch the innings. He's pretty much a 5 2/3 type of pitcher with only 1 quality start so far on the season is Soroka. April 10th at Philly, 5 2/3 got the win. 5 hits, runs, 2 walks, 10 Ks. April 17th versus the Jays, 7 innings, got the win. 5 hits, 2 runs, 5 Ks, a quality start. And then April 23rd versus former team, the White Sox, a mediocre outing. 5 innings, no decision, 7 hits, a run, a walk, 6 Ks. So like I said, Soroka, I think he's going to gas out sooner than later or get injured, unfortunately. That's just been the track record throughout his career, especially of late. His next outing is Thursday, April 30th at the Milwaukee Brewers for Michael Soroka. And also as well, it's a very tough division, like I said, in the NL West, with the Dodgers and San Diego Padres off to great starts. And obviously we know the Dodgers are a juggernaut looking for a three-peat. So with all those factors, and like I said, Soroka's not going deep into games, and he's injury-plagued throughout his career, especially the last 3-4 seasons. He's a pitcher I would sell this week. In the final pitcher, Jose Soriano of the Los Angeles Angels. So right now, he's pitching out of this world. He's white hot. He's untouchable right now. Can't hit him, Soriano. But I just think the other shoe is going to drop, and there's no way he's going to have an ERA at an 0.24, even under a 1 or mid-1 as the season goes on, I believe, is Soriano. 37 2/3, 5-0 record, 43 Ks, 0.24 ERA, 0.82 WHIP, and 4 quality starts. In the last 2 weeks, 10 2/3, 1-0 record, 12 Ks, no ERA, 1.22 WHIP. So Soriano, no doubt about it, last season he was an innings eater. He was a guy going deep into games, 169 innings, 152 Ks. But this year the K rate's gone up. He's getting less contact on these pitches, and soft contact, that is Soriano. And he's definitely figured some things out this season, but to be the best pitcher in baseball 6 weeks already into the season here, I just don't buy it for Soriano. And you even saw it the last 2 outings where his innings have dropped off a little bit, where he struggled a bit. Outings, he didn't go that deep into games, especially April 17th versus the Padres, where he had 4 walks. April 12th at Cincinnati, 7 innings, got the win, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 10 Ks, a quality start. April 17th versus the Padres, 5 2/3, got the win, 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 8 Ks. And April 22nd versus the Blue Jays, 5 innings in that one, 7 hits, no runs, no walks, 4 Ks in that one. Soriano, I think he's going to hit the wall a little bit, especially pitching at this rate. I'm not saying he's not a guy that's going to go deep into games and not be productive, But there's going to be games where he's going to give up his runs to Soriano. So right now he's been lights out about it. But the last two outings, his innings have gone down a little bit, and one of them, like I said, walks have been an issue for him. And he does have a great matchup coming up tomorrow at the White Sox, where we know besides Murakami and Miguel Vargas, there's not much production in that offense day in and day out for the Chicago White Sox team. So I expect Jose Soriano once again to go out there, pitch a good game, and his value will still keep up, where right now I think you could get a good bat and a good starting pitcher in a deal for him. That's just how good he's been. So that's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade for week 6 of the fantasy baseball season.